Hi, this is Bobby Brown, and welcome to another fucking podcast.
Truly a sight to behold. The man beat the once great champ, now a study in moppishness. No longer the victory-hungry stallion we've raced so many times before, but a pathetic, washed-up, aged ex-champion.
All right, let's go.
I think you know the guy. And I think you know him pretty damn well. His name is
Izzy Presley.
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 What's my name? Say my name, bitch!
My good friend.
Izzy Presley.
Izzy Presley.
Izzy Presley.
Izzy Presley. Ouch!
Izzy Presley. Whoa, that sounds a little weird.
Izzy Presley.
Izzy Presley.
Izzy Presley, the heaviest, girthiest rock DJ around.
Hey, this is Jeff LaBar. You listen to Izzy Presley. Those aren't pillows.
There we go. Hello, Las Vegas. Hello, world. Hello, my loyal minions. It's good to see you. Always good to be seen. Oh my God, I forgot something already. Let me go get that. Ooh. All right. Oh, that could have hurt. That kind of hurt the knee. My name is Izzy Presley, and yes, I left that in there. Why? Because I love you. It is another effing podcast. I'm the host of the program. And this week, ladies and gentlemen, finally, we are getting rid of the obdurate recalcitrants. We are getting rid of just me. We are going back to what this show started and was all about. And it was about guests. Finally, I got off my ass. And I have a guest for you. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get to that, since I made you wait while I did the run, I made the bandit run to the bedroom to get a goddamn beer. Ladies and gentlemen, in the words of my close personal friend, Stone Cold Steve Austin, crack one for the working man. God bless beer. So, we actually have a guest this week, finally, and this is the first of many to come, so we can get back on the roll of what this show is actually about, which is about rock and roll and entertainment and movies and comedies and actors and comedians and porn stars. You know what we created with another effing podcast almost 13 years ago. And Eric Brittingham from Cinderella fame is joining us. He also did a stint with Bret Michaels. And he is going to be in Green Bay on Monday the 11th, August 11th. And he is playing the Rock for Hope. And apparently this is like the ninth one that they've done. And he's coming on to talk about this. It is the Treatment Relief Help Corp presents Rock for Hope live in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The Epic Event Center, August 11th, 2025. It is a benefit concert, ladies and gentlemen, starring Eric Brittingham, Reb Beach, Chad Stewart, Pete Evick from the Bret Michaels Band, and Keith Jenkins from James Brown was supposed to be playing, but he wasn't available. So, ladies and gentlemen, who is stepping in? The one and only George Lynch. That's right. George Lynch is stepping in. And you can win. Oh, it's hosted by Tommy London. It should say Izzy Presley. I love Tommy London, but I should be hosting this. You can win a 1989 Kramer guitar played and signed by Reb Beach and Eric Brittingham. And this is one of the reasons I wanted to get him on. He's talking about this. his personal triple platinum plaque that they were presented for the release of the Heartbreak Station record. And go to treatmentrelief.org for your chances to win. The concert tickets are available at the epicgreenbay.com. And I know a lot of Green Bay folks, and I know a lot of Scotties, and they're going to be there the night before out ripping it up because it is Pete Evick's birthday. We talk about all of that stuff on the show, and there is that. And you'll notice that Izzy, why is the during the interview, you're in a different place? Yes, because I was dog sitting, ladies and gentlemen, and I recorded that this afternoon, and I figured it's time to go home because that was house sitting and dog sitting, and they were going to be home in about a half an hour, and I still had to record this stuff, the opening and the closing, and put this all together. So I figured, why not come home and get in my natural habitat and do the beginning and ending of the show. Plus, you know you guys have missed Some Bitch and Grocery Store Gal and all the good stuff. So Eric's coming up in just a little bit. We talk predominantly about the charity show, which is on Monday. And then we get into, I have a very specific Cinderella question for him that we get into at the end of the interview. So I tell you what, I'm not going to do any news. I'm not going to do any bullshit. This was enough bullshit the way it is. So ladies and gentlemen, after this screen changes, oohs and ahs, oohs and ahs and oohs and ahs, all of those links are down there. If you're watching this on the YouTube, the links are down there with all of my links, like all of my socials, Real Izzy Presley, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Cameo, and of course, that's right, Patreon. Patreon.com/Real Izzy Presley. It's only $5 a month. Sign up. You get extra content. You get shows, extra shows. We do like Zoom get-togethers every once in a while. We've done one. There will be more. And or if the show page on Facebook, another effing podcast. There is all of that. And anyways, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, my close personal friend. And just so you know, you only get to see me. For some reason his camera was not broadcasting, so whatever, it is what it is. We got the audio, that's all that matters. Ladies and gentlemen, from Cinderella, my close personal friend, Eric Brittingham. Oh, I would just figured I'd take the time to tell you before Eric comes on that you can catch me on the Blue Cruise, going out of Boston, leaving on the 22nd on thebluecruise.com. The 29th of this month, the day I get off the boat, I come right back to Vegas, and Contribute Days for really open up for my close personal friends, the Killer Dwarfs, who will probably be on this show next week. In October, there's a small chance I might be doing a celebrity bartending thing in my hometown, St. Cloud, Minnesota. Wait and see. In November the 14th, I am hosting the party, the pre-party, the unofficial pre-party for the Kiss Cruise Land thing, gimmick Kiss Tards Takeover Vegas. I know I am one. That weekend and the Thursday before, I'm hosting the pre-party, the unofficial pre-party with One Last Kiss. And that weekend is also the next Las Vegas Guitar Trade Show. So if you're coming to town for the Kiss thing, come over to the Guitar Trade Show. Say hi. We would love to see you. Anyways, Eric Brittingham. And boom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and joining me now for the first time ever, which is really hard to believe because I've known this cat for a while. You know him from Cinderella. He played with Bret Michaels, and he is actually a honorary member of A Contribute to Ace Frehley because he did do a short gig with us on the Monsters of Rock cruise. Yeah. And I have to do this for all my wrestling fans. Hello, Eric. How are you? Eric Brittingham, everybody.
I'm doing great. How are you?
How are you? Dude, I am good. I am good. It is great to chat with you. Unfortunately, we have no video, which is weird because, but hey, man, it's fucking rock and roll. We will roll with it. And Eric is in Nashville right now, but he will be in Green Bay, Wisconsin on August 11th for the Rock of Hope. And he is along with Reb Beach, Chad Stewart from Faster Pussycat, who's also in ACA Tribute to Ace Frehley, Pete Evick, and I guess what? Keith Jenkins is not playing and George Lynch is playing? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, there was like a last minute thing came up and Keith couldn't do it. And George Lynch did a show with us a couple years ago. And, we called him up. He's like, hell yeah, I'm in. So George, and it's kind of a weird dynamic because we do an all acoustic set.
Okay.
But it's a rock. It's live drums. I have my bass and amp, but the guitars are all acoustic. And George just kind of sets up his amp off to the side and just plays whatever the fuck he wants to play. It's pretty avant-garde. It's a cool thing. I mean, it's like, sometimes we kind of look over and we're like, what key is he playing in? But it's all good. And it's a lot of fun,
All right. Well, so you've done this stuff with these guys before.
Yeah, this is my 8th year doing it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I met the guy who runs the charity, which is treatmentrelief.org. His name is Bruce Sisk, and he actually is a furniture maker. Okay. He made a rock and roll dining room set that the chairs look like Les Pauls and whatnot, and he donated it for a charity that I was running 8 years ago when my daughter had cancer. Mm-hmm. And he donated. That's where I met him, and ever since then, involved in doing these shows with him for charity. So this is the 8th show, I believe. We do about one a year, and it's each time it's like hit or miss. We've had Firehouse do it with us. We had Lita Ford do it with us. A lot of them we just do on our own. It's like the core group is pretty much me and Pete and Reb, and we've had different drummers. We had Stat Howland played drums with us before. Pete and Chad Stewart have been doing an acoustic thing for the past year or two, so it's just natural that he plays drums with us. So that's how all that came about. But this thing has been good. It's his charity. He picks a person that he runs into in his walk of life, like whatever it may be, mm-hmm. and that really needs help. And he will put a show on, call us up, find a time when we can all do it, and we raise as much money as we can to help that particular person out, which is a great kind of charity rather than being a thing and 90% of it goes into people's pockets. This 100% of whatever's raised goes right to that person, and all expenses Bruce takes care of it himself. I guess he runs it through his charity, through his business, and he writes it off. So
smart.
Yeah, all funds raised. Like last year, a friend of mine had cancer, and we did a charity show. Unfortunately, about 2 or 3 days after we did the show, he passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry,
but we raised like $10,000, and that went to his widow. It helped pay for his funeral costs, helped her kind of get back on her feet and catch up on bills. So these are the kind of things that we do to help people out, and it's not like the Cancer Society or save the animals or what. No, it's just like specific people who really need like help, and we call the shows Rock for Hope because by doing this, it's kind of like paying it forward. So that's what our deal is, and we put this one together. We've tried this a couple of times in different cities. Mm-hmm. Bruce is from Augusta, Georgia, and we've done a couple of shows there that were very successful. And we've done outside, and it's a little hit or miss. The Nashville one for my friend last year, we raised $10,000. I think in Appling, which is outside of Augusta, we raised 40,000. So,
Oh, wow.
but we want to keep building this thing, and hopefully, in the future, it could turn into a real major thing. And really, like I said, it's like helping like specific people out.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the great thing is where the money's going. I mean, like a
Yeah.
lot of times, like you'll
You don't
donate
know.
money to these charities, and then you don't even get a thank you email. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
hey, I just gave you $20,000, and I don't even get, hey, thanks, bro, appreciate that.
No, it's just like, yeah, and then the guy's like, riding around in a new Mercedes,
Right.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, no, this is not that sort of thing. And it's like, we just, we have fun doing it. It's a win-win for us. I mean, I've pretty much retired. There's
Yeah.
Cinderella getting back together is probably a big pipe dream at this point.
Yeah.
And, so, I've been focusing on family life, but it's nice to get out, really, and do what I do. I love to play.
Yeah.
So this is a good outlet, and they're a great bunch of guys. Reb, it has stories for days, and we do the shows, and it's just a good fun time, and it's audience interactive. It's not like we're putting on this big show. We bring out the stool, sit there, kind of like joke around, tell some stories,
Yeah.
play some like classic rock hits, and just have a good time with it, and try not to get too drunk and fall off our stools and embarrass ourselves. But
Fucking rock and roll,
and that
brother.
it has happened.
Of course it has.
I think Chad actually fell off his drum stool at the last show, and
Why
why
doesn't that shock me? I do not know why that shocks me. It should not shock me whatsoever. I know, Chad. It's Faster Pussycat. What do you
Oh, I know.
expect?
yeah, it's like, he's it's funny though. I mean, in this situation, he's not a bad influence.
No, not at all.
We're probably a bad influence on him.
That's right. There's that. So, you can win stuff here. You guys are giving away an 89 Kramer played and signed by Reb Beach. And then you are giving up your personal triple platinum plaque for the first three Cinderella records, correct?
Yeah. It was a commemorative plaque presented to us by our record label at the Heartbreak Station record release party. And it's a really big, impressive, like rack with 3 Night Songs records, 3 Long Cold Winter records.
Yeah.
And it was just I had it in storage, and it just was like kind of falling apart. And I was like, I told Bruce, I was like, you know what, like, let's reframe this and auction it off. And he said, well, let's do a raffle, and that's what we're doing. And that's kind of cool. You can buy 1 ticket for $20, or you can buy 100 tickets if you want. Whatever. It just ups your chances. And I mean, we're kind of approaching our goal, and and like a lucky winner, hopefully a avid Cinderella fan wins it. That would be. I mean, wouldn't you love to have a Kiss Ace Frehley like record on your wall?
Hell yeah, fuck yeah.
I just thought it would be a cool thing. Bruce has done like a lot, like I said, with my daughter, with her benefit concert that we did, he donated. And it's like, so I was like, that's something special. So that one, you can go to treatmentrelief.org, and there's it's through Rally Up, so it's a third party, and you can buy your tickets there. And we're also going to be selling raffle tickets at our show at the Epic Event Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And that's August 11th. That's this coming Monday.
Yeah, Monday. That's weird. It's on a Monday. It's not on a weekend.
Well, that's the thing. But we picked those because none of us are usually working. So
there's that.
It kind of makes sense. And and it's not like a late night. We don't start at like 11. Like, so it'll get kicked off probably like around 6 or 7 after everyone gets home from work and can eat and come on out. I mean, it's a bar. It's like I said, we have a great time.
Mm-hmm.
The only like really X factor in this one is that Sunday, the 10th, is Pete Evick's birthday.
Oh boy.
And we're all going to be there. So,
oh boy.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
We
boy.
we might look a little worse for wear.
Well, plus, it's like it's not like you're in Wisconsin
Yeah.
and it's
Well, that's
like
what they do.
the beer flows like wine. I grew up in Minnesota. I know, right on the
Yeah,
other
you're right.
side of the Cheddar Curtain.
You're right there.
And I got my liver growing up that close to Wisconsin.
I know. Oh my God. Like, come Tuesday, like my whole ride home, my liver's going to be like, why? Why? And my belly's going to be, from all the cheese curds.
Oh my God, cheese curds are unbelievable. Deep fried cheese curds are so good, and like
I know, right?
the beer brats. Oh, it's so good.
Well,
Eric,
we're gonna be all over it, and it's gonna be fun. And the thing is, we're really when we do these shows, we're completely approachable, and it's like we're not like back in the dressing room with we're just out like kind of like mingling like the whole time before and after the show. We're not selling meet and greets or anything.
Yeah.
Like when you come to the show, that's what it is. You're there with us, and you're welcome like to bid on the auction items. Sometimes like we do the ghetto auction after the show, we'll just grab a sign like guitar and hold it up and say, okay, well, who wants this? Let's start at $200. And
yep.
I mean, I've sold like a signed guitar for like $4 or $5 grand.
Oh wow.
It just but it's all a tax deduction. It's all charity. So if you want to donate or win an auction item or a raffle, it all goes to a good cause.
That is great. Well, here's the one thing you can do is you can actually auction off Chad Stewart.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we may have to
just say it just to see the look on his face. Cause I've done that at I host this guitar show out here called the Las Vegas Guitar Trade Show, and Bruce Kulick always has a booth. And the Saturday, usually like Eric Singer's hanging out, and I'm walking around this thing with a microphone, and I'll get on it. Ladies and gentlemen, right now at the Bruce Kulick booth, you can buy Eric Singer, and Bruce will just be like, "Please take him, get him out of here,"
I know. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, like we may auction him off, but it might cost us. Well, we reached our goal, but because we had to spend so much, like to auction off, like Chad, we have nothing now.
Well, let me ask you this: you said this thing was in storage. Is it hard for you to get to part ways with this stuff? I mean, because that's like, as somebody who's not, I mean, yeah, I'm in the music industry, but it's not like I've ever had a fucking record deal. Like there's no chance of me ever having a platinum record. The only one I have in my apartment is a prop from the Dirt movie. And, so I don't have a real one. I can never get a real one. It's gotta be hard to part with this stuff.
No, I mean, this is like I said, this is a commemorative track. It's not like an RIAA platinum record, but it is special. I mean, it was only, I think our manager and the 4 band guys were the only ones who actually received one of these. So it is like super rare. But it's like I've got all the other plaques from all the records, but hey, you never know. I mean, you can go buy a raffle ticket and you might be the winner, Izzy. You never know.
This is true. It's only $20.
That would be weird, but people would be like, yeah, right.
Right. Could you imagine though?
I know. You never know. Well, yeah, actually, Fred Corey, he bought raffle tickets.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So how about that?
That is funny. I used to run into Fred when I lived in LA every once in a while at the Rainbow. And of course, all we do is talk about hockey.
Yeah.
Shocking. Right. I know. Well, I tell you what, Eric, we can wrap this up because I do have to get wrapped up here too.
Yeah.
But I just have I want to have you back. I want to hear your story sometime because.
Oh yeah. We'll definitely do that. I've been just wrapped up in this. I got all these Dawkins songs and all that stuff to learn.
Shit, I have to learn Dawkins songs. God damn it!
But the important thing, I mean, like the takeaways with this is go to treatmentrelief.org. All the information on it is there, or on Facebook you can go to the Rock for Hope page.
Okay,
and everything's there too. There's And there's several Cinderella fan sites that are promoting this. So, or
Nice.
you know, just look me up on Facebook. It's, you know, everything's public. So
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, because I have to. I just have to ask the one question.
Okay. Where did I get the name now?
No. Well, so I mean, obviously Jeff was on this show, and there was that one where he kind of spilled the beans about everything. And now that he's gone, and I know it's been like 4 years, was there ever any talk about doing a tribute show and having Sebastian play guitar?
Kind of like early on when right after Jeff passed, you know, it was kind of floating around. I think the Earl manager, you know, was trying to get something together, but you know, it would never be the same without Jeff.
Right.
And it's just, and I see so many bands that it's like watering down a drink. You know?
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
and I really don't want to. I mean, I love Kiss. I grew up with them,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I don't want to knock them, but it's
Yeah.
like, it's not the same. Like 1975 Kiss is not like Kiss with Eric Singer. And, you know,
Yeah.
And I love those guys too, but it's not the same. And
the reason I was curious is because, like, you know, one thing Jeff did say in that article that you guys had an agreement that you would never play without the four guys. But you know, that's why I was curious that maybe, you know, you guys thought about maybe doing a tribute show to Jeff and having Sebastian play. So that was always what was on my mind.
Yeah, I would be open to it. I would love to. I'm sure Fred would too. Tom, you know, he's been you know, on with his solo career for 13 or 14 years now, and he's really vested in that, and you know, and that's where his heart is. So I don't know if he would really want to do it, but I mean, I would be open to it. Fred would be open to it, but you know, I don't know, you know, if it would ever happen. Sebastian's a great player. He's a great guy, and I mean, that would make sense, but I mean, I don't know if that would ever happen. I wouldn't want to go out and do a tour or anything.
Right.
Like that. It's just, like you said, like if it's a one-off thing for a good reason, I would be open to it. Otherwise, you know what? Just like remember the band, how the band was, you know?
Absolutely. Well, Eric, I appreciate your time, and we'll be in touch after this, and maybe a little bit down the line, we'll get you back on. And hey, you know, even if an axe show pops up in Nashville, you'll be getting a call. So hit up, just go to treatmentrelief.org for chances to win. I'm probably going to throw $20 in there because why not? That would look pretty badass in my background. And you can also get concert tickets at epicgreenbay.com. And Eric, I'm just going to warn you, look out for Packer fan. That's all I got to say.
Awesome.
All right. Well, we'll talk soon, and we will be right back.
Awesome. Always good talking with you.
There you go, guys. God bless Eric Brittingham. Glad he finally came on. I've wanted to have him on for a long time, and I just never reached out. I never asked. I didn't think he'd do it. I'm glad I did. And we will have him on soon. We'll reach out after we get back from the cruise. And also, I have the bass player from one of the biggest hard rock metal bands in the world who's going to be joining us hopefully in September. And we got lots of great stuff coming up. And Bruce Kulick, possibly. I did tickle his feathers about coming on the show again. He has been on before. And Bruce is always a great guy, a great guest. And the fucking Asylum anniversary is in September, so why not have Bruce Kulick on? And he's going to be part of the KISS thing, yada, yada, yada. Anyways, good to see you, ladies and gentlemen. What I lack in talent, I make up for. Oh yeah, my name is Izzy Presley.